Hello, welcome to another episode of Controversial Card Collective. Welcome to my channel. I appreciate you guys being here, taking your time out to be here. I wanted to make episode number 3 about one of the most confusing topics in the hobby and in the marketplace. And that topic is about pricing. But as I thought about what I wanted to talk about towards this video, I've actually decided to incorporate grading into this topic of pricing because right now uh, we're we're not in it yet, but we're getting into the what we call the junk slab era, and I wanted to touch on that. What to expect when it comes to this junk slab era because we get a PSA recently opened back up. Um, I think yesterday. Today is the 4th of July, and PSA opened back up. I think July 3rd. So if not July, I think it's the 1st or 2nd of July. My apology. But PSA is recently opened back up, but they're only giving out express service. Um, that tier is open back up. The rest of the tier, the standard, the economy, and the rest of the tiers haven't opened back up yet because I think they're trying to determine how they're going to price their grading services. And BGS stated that they were going to open back up technically when the national came around later on in July. And but BGS as a grading service, as far as mailing in your cards, as far as mailing in your collectible, as far as going to the site, on-site grading, all that's still closed. BGS did say that they were going to grade at the national. So uh, we're transitioning, I think by September, August or September, everything will be opened back up and most of the grading companies will have been caught up. So I wanted to speak on that as well, how that's going to affect the marketplace value of our collectible in this hobby. So also, I did get some critique on my previous video, positive review. Um, I do want to say that if you like the content, watch the video first. If you like the content, please subscribe to this channel. Uh, click the like button if you like this particular video and the topic, and feel free to share the video among those of like-minded among your peers. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get to work. I wanted to detail what I wanted to talk about because one of the critiques that I got, my videos have been long. Now, this is what I'm going to say moving forward. I really don't care if my videos are long. I have information to share. I have information to put out. I also am open to receiving information, and I'm also open to receiving constructive critique. And if my videos are too long, there's a button on YouTube has a button called Watch Later. You can watch it later. You understand what I'm saying? So if it runs an hour, it's because I have an hour's worth of information to share. Watch it later if you don't have an hour. If it runs 30 minutes, it's because I have 30 minutes worth of information to share. If you don't have 30 minutes, don't watch it. Click the video, watch 5 minutes of it, cut it off, then YouTube has the history list of videos you have watched. You could always go back to the history list and click the video. You could do that. So I'm not going to constrain myself when it comes to this is very important information for the hobby. So let's go ahead and get into it. We have a lot of new people who have, I've already detailed my credential in the first video. I'm not going to keep repeating my credentials, who I am, how long I've been, and my wisdom and experience in the hobby. But there have been a lot of people who have come into the hobby new within the past year and a half. I would say it's 2018 on pandemic time, and they have come into the hobby with the expectations of getting rich quick. And this is not the market for that. This you can make a living in this market if you know what you're doing. You can get lucky and get rich quick if you know what you're doing. But this is not the market where you come in and, for example, I was on eBay the other day, and there was a 89 Fleer Michael Jordan. It's a sticker card, but it's not labeled as a sticker. But it was the 89 Fleer Michael Jordan. Mint condition, good condition. And the market value, and I'm going to bring a market value of card. The market value of that particular card was $20. Okay, somebody had it. First of all, it was a PSA 8, and somebody they had it marketed at $1,500. They had a $20 card that was a PSA 8. Valued at or priced at or posted at, whatever word you would like to use, at $1,500. That's insane. That's not the true value, okay, of the actual card. Okay, now I want to talk about that particular card for a minute. The market value, the BK, I'm going to call it the BK value. The BK can mean book value. The BK can mean MK, market value. BK can also mean Beckett, because a lot of us coming in are assuming that eBay sets the prices of the value, the market value of a card, and eBay does not do that. That's not eBay's job. eBay's job is to be a buying and selling platform. eBay does not determine market value of a card. Now, if you want to post a card that's worth $20 and sell it for $39.99, $29.99, $40, be my guest. That's a fair sell. Depending on the now this is the market value of that particular joint is $20 base, meaning that it's not graded and it's in good condition. All right, so if you want to put that particular collectible on eBay and it's not graded, it's in a top loader, it's in good condition, mint condition, and posted and selling for a $10 profit, $15, $20 profit, sell it at $49.99. That's fine. If somebody buys it at that, that's a fair exchange. But to take the same card, get it graded, and turn around, get a PSA 8, and say it was 15,000 or 15 grand, you don't know what you're doing. You're just in here to get rich quick. You're in here to mess up the hobby, make it worse for everybody else by your own greed. Because it doesn't take 15 G's, let's just say 1,500, it does not take $1,200 to get that particular card graded. It doesn't. It may take $50. It may have taken you $120. It may have taken you, express service. If you pay $250 to get it graded, you know, it, you could justify that selling that at, at $300 at, 150, 200. You could justify that because grading is about multiplying. Grading is based on the grade that you get, is the value that the card multiplies in, meaning that depending on the grade you get, it could go up double. It could go up 3 times. It could go up 5 times. So in some instances, it could go up 10 times max for a PSA 8, a PSA 10, or a BGS 9.5. For those who know what the grading scale, or SCC 10, it could go up time 10, but it's not going to go up time 10,000. That's not sustainable. That's not fair to the market. So it is not also fair to those who are serious about this hobby. So I wanted to touch on that. So I wrote down a few things that I wanted to talk about. One of the critiques that I got is it's better if I write things out rather than going off the top of my head and trying to freestyle in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and write things out. So excuse me if I'm looking at a piece of paper while I'm making this video. I would like my videos to be very genuine, as if I'm talking to you guys, in person. But let me go ahead and try it this way. I'm going to read what I wrote out, and we'll talk about it. So the first thing, a card is not the value of what someone paid for. That goes back to what I was saying earlier. For example, LeBron rookie card is not five. Someone recently paid $5 million for a upper deck squeeze LeBron rookie card. It's RPA 1-of-1 auto, and it's sold for $5 million. I'm not exactly sure when, but it was a couple of months ago. And then you have some people who have a similar car like that, and they post it on eBay or Comstock or StockStock and say, I want it for $2.5 million. No, before this video, I should have looked up the market BK value of that particular card. But the particular card that sold for $5 million, let me say this, it's probably worth $5 million. Okay? Now, when I say a card is not worth what somebody paid for it on eBay, that particular card, that particular LeBron rookie card that sold for $5 million, it's probably worth $5 million now. You know why? Because it's a 1-of-1. There's no other card in the world other than that card that was bought for $5 million. It's a 1-of-1. Now, you have a similar card like that is not. We're going to talk about serial numbers in a minute. Number card in a minute. Now, if you have the same card that is worth, if you have a similar card like that, it is not numbered, and it may not be autographed, but it looks similar, does not mean you could get $2.5 million for it. Because the way the printing manufacturers, the printing shop, the way Panini, Donruss, Upper Deck, I'm sorry, the way Panini Upper Deck is top print card is based on its base value. Base means that card has the print a set number print run, and it may be scarce, but it has a set number of print run. Okay, it does not mean it's a one of one. It has a set number of print run. It may be 10,000. It may be 50,000. It may be close to, a print run of a million. You know, there are some cards that have a million print runs. This is not going to tell you it's a print run of a million, but you have to understand the context in the way the market works. There's more than a million people in the United States. So if everybody, there's more than a million people in the United States. Okay, so let's just take a percentage of that. Let's just say 500,000 people are in the hobby. Okay, everybody gets a particular card. Out of that 500,000, 500,000 people, out of that 500,000 people, maybe 25,000 or 10,000 people may have a particular card. Then you have cards that were in those print runs that are still in wax. Okay, so we have to take in consideration when we sell our card, the scarcity of the card, and also, that's the scarcity of the card. We have to take that in consideration. So ask any trader, ask anybody that works on Wall Street or works in a hedge fund or a financial institution like what's the name of the hedge fund with the bull? Produce. If I'm saying that right, Produce. Ask any trader, does anybody pay $5 million for 1% of a stock? I guarantee you're not going to find anybody that paid $5 million for 1% of a stock. The most publicly trading, speaking, the wealthiest, or the most valuable company right now, publicly speaking, is probably Amazon. To get 1% of Amazon stock is much less than $5 million. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. Ask any trader. So you're not going to take a LeBron card. Oh, it looks like the one that sold for $5 million. It's worth $5 million. No, that's not how it works. Unless it's a very, very one-of-one card. So 1% of, what you pay for, let's just say the card itself, well, let's just say the stock itself is worth $20 million. To get 1% of that stock, you're paying how much? $20,000. That's how much you're paying. $20,000. So you mean to tell me that 1% of a stock can equal $5 million? Does that mean that company will equal almost $500 billion? Right? We got to do the math when it comes to this market. We have to do the math when it comes to this hobby. So another example I want to use is I want to talk about particular cars in particular when it comes to their value. And rookie cards. Now, there has been a lot of talk when it comes to this hobby that rookie cards are the most valuable cards you can attain. And there is some truth to that, but it's not always the case. Okay. For example, coming into this market, you have to do your research. You can't just come into the market and start buying stuff up. That's how you lose your money. You can't come into the market and say, "Oh, on eBay, I'm gonna get back to eBay comps in a minute." Let me go ahead and get back to eBay comps right now. On eBay, that card is selling for uh let's just say on eBay, that card is selling for $400. Okay. And you look at maybe 6 different sales on eBay. One is sold for $400, another sold for $250, another sold for $125, another sold for um, you know, $100, right? You cannot take the highest number you see and say that's the value of the card. Stop doing it. That's called greed. Greed will be your downfall. eBay comps do not tell you the value of the card. eBay comps tell you what the card sold for at that particular time. That's why a lot of you are talking about people are going around saying the market is crashing, the market is falling, and all of, because you don't understand the value of the stock that you're trading in. Everybody came in during the pandemic, and um, and hedge funds investors were buying Holmes Whiteley was selling for 3 million at an auction. LeBron rookie cards were selling for 5 million at an auction. Um, who else? Who else? Wayne Gretzky cards sold for 2.5 million at an auction. Then you guys are thinking, okay, ooh, let me get in. This card is worth $400 without understanding the market of the market value of that particular stock or the market value of that particular card. Now, what determines the market value of a card? A player's popularity, a player's performance, the scarcity of the card, and the manufacturer that made it. Now, the previous video I talked about the monopoly of Panini. Panini is not going to be able to maintain all of those um, subsets that they have created. They're going to have to cut back on some of those subsets. And when they do that, we'll see how the market reacts to the scarcity of what they cut back. We'll see how the market reacts to the continuation of what they continue to produce. We don't know yet. Like everybody that works on Wall Street, they can't predict what's going to happen 5 years from now. So I'm not going to predict the value of some of the Panini subset today. What's going to happen 5 years from now? Because we don't know yet. But I do know this for a fact. Panini is going to have to cut back. I know that for a fact. So when it comes to those eBay comps, a lot of us are overpaying for what we're buying. And we're not realizing that. There are some of us who are smart enough, some of us who are lucky enough to underpay for a car. For example, I recently bought, not recently, last year, I bought a card. It was the PSA 9. I'm going ahead to tell you what it is. It's a Scottie Pippen downwards optic halo. It's one of those cards where Panini got sued for by Upper Deck. They had Jordan at the back of it, but it's the Halo version of it, and it's valued at $900 because not the Halo, the base of that particular card is valued at $300. The Halo times 3 has the multiplier of times 3. So it's valued at 900. I paid $44 for it, $45 for it. I'm not selling that card. The only way I'm selling it is to someone that actually knows the value of it. You understand what I'm saying? So there are some of us that may pay for something that is valued at a higher level, but we bought it at a discount. You have to know what you're doing when you come to this market. You can't just come to the market just buying stuff up. Let me buy all the LeBron rookie cards. That's not. LeBron has more than, if I'm not mistaken, he has more than 60. 60. More than, I don't know the exact number, but 60 is the start. That's the floor. The floor. He has 60 rookie cards. You understand what I'm saying? So, um, we have to stop looking at eBay comps, and we have to have a serious discussion about this. We have to have a serious discussion about the market value of what we're buying. Now, I understand a lot of people don't like Beckett pricing. I understand PSA is trying to start a price guide. They're trying to uh, catalog price the value of cars. PSA is just now doing that. I think they started last year. And Beckett has been doing it since the 80s. Now, Beckett does say that their value come partially from eBay comps. Beckett value comes from eBay comps. Beckett value comes from print run. Beckett is the only company to me that can publicly say that they know the print run of certain set. I don't know how they get it, but like I said, they've been in the market. Now, they've been in the market since the 80s. But it goes into the value goes to the popularity of the player, the value goes to the manufacturer, and the value goes to a player's performance. And the value does go up and down. Beckett does account for a card going up and down in value. Now, the one thing that I will say that they need to improve on is, rather than a monthly a monthly follow. I'm trying to think of the word, but following the trend, so to speak, on a monthly basis. They need to do that on a weekly basis, or maybe a bi-weekly basis. That would improve everybody's trust if they do it on a bi-weekly basis, and then we can see week to week what's going on. Because, like, let's just say during the football season, a player's performance 1 week can affect his card value. Then you have that week where his card value might be affected, and then the next week he can have another good performance. So that second week is justified the uptick in his value, or the second week he can have a bad performance, and his market value of whatever card he has stays the same. So we have to stop doing things day by day. This is not a day by day market. This is a bi-weekly market at best. This is a monthly market at best. That's what this is. This is not a get rich quick scheme. So, for example, Barry Bonds rookie card. When Barry Bonds gets in the Hall of Fame, I'm assuming, I'm guessing, I'm hoping, and I'm betting. Barry Bonds, there's no way the Hall of Fame can keep Barry Bonds out of the Hall of Fame. That's like keeping Roger Maris out of the Hall of Fame because he broke Babe Ruth's record. if Roger Maris is not a great home run hitter. He's just the one that broke the Bambino record. But we're gonna keep him out of the Hall of Fame because he was an anomaly. You know, um, my view on baseball when it comes to the Hall of Fame is I believe Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens should be in the Hall of Fame, regardless. Everybody was using steroids. Uh, I believe that Pete Rose should be if Michael Jordan can gamble, okay? If Michael Jordan, who is a known gambler during the season, can gamble and get into Hall of Fame, Pete Rose, who is a known gambler, should be able to get into Hall of Fame. Okay? Uh, I don't believe Sammy Sosa should be in the Hall of Fame. Sammy's, Sosa's, the incident with the crooked bat was the umpire found a curve in his bat. That did it for me. I understand you shoot steroids because this is the thing about steroids. All steroids does is make you stronger. You understand? That's all it does. You still have to hit the ball. You still have to make contact. You still have to locate the ball. Mark McGwire, before he got into steroids, Mark McGwire was hitting what? 30, 35, 40 home runs a year before he started shooting up. Wait, during the Angels, when he played with the A's, the Athletics. Mark McGwire was a known home run hitter before he started shooting up. Then, when he started shooting up, it's just exploded. So, steroids did not give you talent. Is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't give you talent. It just makes you stronger. So, back to Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds rookie cards. When he gets to the Hall of Fame, his rookie cards is going to maybe triple in value. It may double in value. Probably going to triple in value. So for those who have Barry Bonds rookie cards graded, very smart of you guys. But his rookie cards is not going to be his most valuable card in the market, and that's where the saying that rookie cards are the most valuable cards that you can go after if the market is not. Barry Bonds has numerous inserts that are more valuable than his rookie card. So if you want to go after a Barry Bonds card that will, make you some money, you got to find the right insert. And that requires research. It's the same thing with Kobe. Kobe rookie cards right now are they're the four figure. They're in the four figures right now. Some may go for like $500, $600, $700. But Kobe's rookie cards are valuable right now because of what happened to Kobe. Rest in peace, member. But his most valuable card is the insert. His most valuable, his what's the word I'm looking for? Money-wise, his most valuable card is probably a precious metal gem. You understand what I'm saying? So when people say go for rookie cards, they don't know what they're talking about. You have to understand. It's go for rookie card if the player is new. If the player just came to the league, if the player is probably 2 or 3 years, player, yeah, you go for a rookie card. But if a player's been playing, like Chris Paul, still playing, LeBron James, still playing. If a player's been playing, His rookie cards is not going to be his most valuable card. It's going to be an insert. 8 times out of 10, it's an insert. So don't pay attention to that. All right. Now I did want to talk about rookie cards. I like rookie cards, though. Don't get me twisted. But I do believe that a rookie, when it comes to rookie cards, we have to be smart about things. Now, this is what I do. Everybody has their own method. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you one of my methods when it comes to rookie cards. I collect rookie set, meaning that a rookie set is like the class of 96, the class of 2003, the class of, it's the insert set within a set. It's a subset within a set. You may have rookie sensation cards, rookie sensation numbered 1 through 20. Those are still rookie cards, even though not the base. It's still a rookie card, but it's an insert, which has added value to the rookie card. So I go after those sets. One of the primary sets right now is redemption card. Those are rookie cards that were not printed with the set, but the manufacturer can mail it to you. Redemption cards are very rare because at the time back then, now let me say this. At the time back then, not everybody mailed in their redemption card and got it back. Everybody was more concerned about going after insert, going after rookie cards back then. So redemption cards were not. Right now, I'm telling you right now, guys, redemption cards are very rare. All right. Now I want to say that I want to preface this video with the hobby. Listen to me very closely. The hobby is only (1950, 1930, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90). The hobby is only 80 years old. Okay? That's how young the hobby is. That's how young the market is. It's only 80 years old. A lot of us have grandparents that are that age. A lot of us are maybe in our 40s, in our 30s. Some of you new people are in your 20s, meaning that the hobby to you was formed 60 years after you was born. That's not a long time. That is not a long time. The hobby is still a baby. This market is still a baby. It's still in its infancy. A friend of mine told me last year. He said, "Steve, did you realize the NFL is only 50 years old?" I said, "Man, be quiet. What you talking about?" He said, "No, Steve, think about it. We're watching the Super Bowl. This is Super Bowl 55. I said, "Damn, what? What?" Yeah, the NFL is only 50 years old. So the hobby is in the same boat. The market is in the same boat. So that's why it's very important and imperative that we create a market that is fair for everyone, that our children can come into, that our childhood buddy come back into and feel comfortable in. This is not now. Yeah, there are rich investors coming into the market. Yeah, because they realize the potential of it. It's like the internet. Matter of fact, it's like real estate. Okay, this is gonna be a long video. It's like real estate. Real estate back then, real estate did not blow up until the 80s. I'm gonna say the early 90s. Like, because back then, in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, if you were a real estate, if someone asked you, what do you do for a living? And you say, yo, I'm a real estate agent, I sell houses, right? They would look at you like a car salesman. You think everybody wants to be a car salesman? No, no, because it's difficult. Even though it may be lucrative, if you have the gift of selling cars and the gift of going from one automobile dealership to another automobile dealership, and you're able to work wherever you want to work because you're skilled and good with people, convincing people to buy things. That's the difference. Real estate is much more difficult because you have more guidelines to go by. You have, and it's a longer process. This is not like buying a car when you buy a house. Most people who are, um, I'm not going to say homeowners. Most people who pay the mortgage understand what I'm talking about. So it's not the same. Real estate did not blow up until the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. By the 90s, everybody wanted to be a real estate agent. It first blew up in California in the early 90s in California because of that's when the internet boom started. So people started migrating to California and with the internet, Microsoft founded its company out there, and then they founded Silicon Valley. Real estate blew up in California first. Then it was to Florida when people started retiring in the late 90s. Then it blew up in New York. It was already overpriced in New York. Then, right now, real estate is blowing up in Texas. So it's the same thing with this market. This market is blowing up now because investors are coming in and seeing the potential of it. Just like in the 90s, housing boom, the potential of the housing boom, it could have hit a spot. It's the same thing. So, you know, we have to treat this hobby as if it's a stock exchange because that's basically what it is. So I wanted to also, I'm going to end this video. Number 4, slab grading. I spoke on that earlier. Now, slab grading, what a lot of people are concerned about when PSA opens back up and everybody gets their slab back. When BGS opens back up and everybody gets their slabs back, everybody is concerned about prices falling. The price of graded card falling. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, but I will say that I don't think the prices are going to fall. I think that if you watch this video and you understand and believe what I'm saying, I think what's going to happen with the slab when they come out is that those people who send in cards. Now, this is the thing. There's going to be an adjustment period. People buying slabs are going to start looking at. They're not only going to look at the grade of the slab. They're going to start looking at the characteristics of the card. What type of card did you get graded? Now, if you got a common card graded, um, a base rookie card, I mean, why? You got LaMelo Ball rookie card graded. Why? Because I guarantee if LaMelo plays for 15 years, I guarantee you in that 15 years, there's going to be an insert somewhere within those 15 years that's going to be worth 10 times more than that graded LaMelo rookie card. I don't care if it's the PSA 10. Now, but if you get a card that is rare, graded, then you know what you're doing. You might have somebody that may want to do an exchange with you. You may have somebody that wants to, you know what, I'm gonna pay a premium for that. You understand? That may be what happened because folks, this I want to give you an example. Um, this is Shaquille O'Neal rookie sensation card. This is Shaquille O'Neal rookie card, his rookie year. But it's a rookie sensation in the set from Flair. Now, this card has a BK value, I think, of $15. If I get it graded and it comes back a PSA 10, I'm justified in selling the card for maybe $50. I'll be happy getting $50 for this card. Now, there's some people out there that say if I graded it's PSA 10, I want $2,000 for it. You know what? For the people who come out in this hobby saying I want $5,000 for this card, I want $7,000. I want you to go to a car dealership and tell the dealer you're not going to have the money, but I want you to tell the dealer that a car that is worth 30 grand, you will pay 70 grand for that. That's how stupid you sound. I'm serious. They're serious. All right? But anyway, the print run for this card, I don't know what it is, but the print run for this card is probably well above 1,000. Well above 1,000. You know why? Because this card was printed during the junk wax era. The junk wax era was 1988 to 1996, 1994, 95, 96. That was the junk wax era. This is the 92. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this let me take the sticker off. Okay, let me take it out. Well, let me flip it. Let me flip it. Because it has a sticker on it. I gotta put this in. See how careful I put this in. Now, this is the Luke Walton. Let me go back. This is Shaquille O'Neal, the greatest center since Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell. This is the most dominant center of all time. This is Luke Walton. His rookie sensation card. This card has a limited print run of, I don't know if you can see it. Let me try and find it. Okay, yeah. It has a limited print run of 2,000. It's limited. It's rare. There's only 199. There's only 2,000 of these. This is probably 10,000 of these. Which is more rare? Which has more value? You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so that's exactly what I'm saying. When you come into the market and you put a BK value or NK value on a particular card, you got to know what you're talking about. Because I've some of you on eBay, just on eBay, wrecking shop, like a bull in a shiny shop, just wrecking things up. And then when the market corrects itself, people want to leave. People, well, prices are going down. Oh my God, I'm losing my money. Oh my God. No, you overspent. That's what happened. You have to deal with it. It's called the cost of doing business. It's called the cost of tuition, the cost of learning, education cost. Education is paid for by tuition. It's called the cost of tuition. You learn something, you lost something. Everybody goes through it. I go through it. I ended up what did I overpay for? I overpaid for I can't think of anything right now, but I mean it's happened to me too. It's happened to everybody. So go ahead and feel free to comment on the video. I apologize if it was a little, I do try to write out what I want to say, but sometimes something do pop into your head. Now, we're gonna end this video, but before we end this video, mail day. I want to share with you guys what I get in the mail. I'm still investing. I do sell. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and in the description, I may share my eBay handle with you guys. I've been like I told you guys before. I've been collecting since the '90s, so I have a collection. Now, emotionally, I should not have an emotional attachment to my collection, but I do. But there will be some time where I'm going to go ahead and sell a big card, on my eBay. And, because the goal is to share. Shit, I keep buying from the same person. I need to find out who this is. The goal is to share what we have. Stock traders do not hold on to their stock. They buy stock and then they trade. I don't care if they bought the stock from Walmart back in 2005. Eventually, they trade or sell that Walmart stock. I don't care if they bought the stock from Amazon back in 1997. Eventually, they sell and they trade, or they trade their stock. That's how things should be done. That's how you keep the market pure. That's how you keep the market healthy. You give, you share. Anyway, this I bought this is a Deshaun Watson rookie patch number to 199. Now, they do have the base. They do have the base. Deshaun Watson rookie. Then they have another set where it's just a number set. And the number set is, all the way to 199. But you look at the base has a print run of, whatever the print run is. So that's the difference with the number card. But it's the Deshaun Watson you got in the last video. I told you why I'm investing in Deshaun Watson. Uh, I do believe that he will outperform Patrick Mahomes over the course of his career. He's just too talented. But this is the first Deshaun Watson. I bought this because not only is it because a Deshaun Watson card, it is the origin. Um, I don't know if you can see the origins. I do like the origin set. The origin set is, I can't afford flawless. I can't afford um, national treasures. I can't afford that. So, but the origins is it's it's affordable. It's in the middle. It's not it's not trash. So uh, the next one. Okay, I like this one. I do have. I brought a Roberto Clemente upper deck masterpiece. Um, I didn't pay much for it. I didn't pay much for the Deshaun Watson. I believe I paid $15 for that Deshaun Watson. There are some people that don't like Deshaun Watson. This is something. Oh, I'll just $15 for it. So I had to get there. I had to get the origin. Roberto Clemente, he died in a plane crash. But I like the update masterpieces. I have Shipper Jones. I have Shipper Jones masterpiece, and I have Barry Bonds masterpiece. And this is the base card. It's probably worth no more than maybe $5. But I paid about $5 for it, which shipping can handle. So, but I'm collecting. I like this. This is not. I'm not a flipper. I do flip, but I'm a collector first. I'm an investor second, and I'm a flipper third. So, the next one. Let's get this video closed. All right. The next one is let's see. Okay. Okay. The next one is Panini Revolution, Dennis Smith, rookie. No, this is Dennis Smith's second year card. I bought it for 99 cents. I bought it because I do believe that with Jason Kidd as the coach and with Luka running point, shit. Ever, I never bought any Devin Booker card. And right now, Devin Booker is in the NBA Finals. I never bought any Luka rookie card. I don't have any Luka card. But not that I'm good at buying any. It's just that you can't get everybody. The hobby not it. You don't come to this hobby trying to get rich. You don't come to this hobby trying to make money off of every single person. It's not going to work like that. It's too big. You have to get what you like, get what you believe in. So, Dennis Smith Jr., he's a starter. He plays the wing while Luka's running point. He's on the wing waiting for the ball to come to him. I like him over RJ Barrett. You know what I mean? Because I think the New York Knicks, unless they get Zion, which is probably going to be 4 or 5 years from now, unless they get Zion, New York is in this tough conference, in this tough division. where they don't have a superstar. You understand what I'm saying? And the Maverick have Luka. And you need a superstar. Portland wouldn't be Portland. The Trailblazers wouldn't be a playoff team without Damian Lillard. Understand that. So I like this. This card probably worth no more than $2, but I like it. You know, I'll bet on it. I'll bet on it. Okay, next. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Uh, Come on. All right, here we go. Okay. Um, Go ahead. This is a graded PSA 9. Now, I got this for someone. This is not for me. It's nice to hold. It's nice to hold. But I got that for someone. Nice to hold. All right. And the last one. See. Ah, they have it's sealed tight. It's very tight. It's obviously written that fragile, but it's very tough to get into. Uh, I'm not going to complain about it. You know, I don't mind them wrapping it up tight. Okay, let's see. I think I know what this is. I don't mind them wrapping it up tight, but I do mind them triple wrapping it. You gotta double wrap it, tape this, then I gotta go. And then I have to go through this again. I think I know what this is. I have to go through all this. I know what this is. All right. Yeah, that's what this is. Now, this is for my collection. Before I show it, remember what I said about buying smart? Dwayne Wade rookie card. Rookie citations. Number to 1,000. So this is even rarer. This is a Gym Man 8. I decided to go ahead and purchase this, even though it's a Gym Man 8, because of the print run, the limited print run, and the fact that Wade is not yet at the Hall of Fame. So this card has room to grow. And he just brought the Utah Jazz. I think the Utah Jazz has the bright future with Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert. If Rudy Gobert can actually develop a hook shot, a post game, some type of offense, Rudy Gobert could be what Joker is to the Utah. What Joker is to Denver. Rudy Gobert could be to the Utah Jazz. So Rudy Gobert has room to grow. When I invest in Rudy Gobert, no. Uh, for the simple fact that I'm not big in this era because this era is more a 3-point era. So, but there's some people that like big. There's some people that don't. I'm not one of them. But the last card, what's you got? I'm probably not going to sell this. I will keep it in my collection. Will be for appreciation. I did pay a bit for. I had to negotiate. I want to talk about eBay negotiation. Um, I had to negotiate for the card. I may make a video later on next time about negotiating on eBay. Because I'm starting to realize that some of you don't know how to negotiate. You're losing money on negotiation, but I'm a very good negotiator. So I paid what I paid for this. I paid it was 100. It was 100 or something. It was 100 or something. This card is value. I haven't looked it up. I can't recall. I can't recall. This was 2 weeks ago. I bought this 2 weeks ago. No, I negotiated for it. I negotiated for it 2 weeks ago, and it took me. It took me like a full week to get them to agree to pay for it, to agree to sell it at the price that I wanted to pay for it. I cannot recall. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the life of me. But it was around $100, between $100 and $200. I have to look at my. I have to look at my phone. I have to look at my eBay purchases. But that's it. Um, I hope this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, everybody. Like I said, if you like the context, you like the information, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Controversial Card Collector. Until next time. Next time we'll be talking about negotiations, and I will have a surprise topic next time. All right. Enjoy your weekend and have a good week. And don't forget, pay the good things that you get, pay it forward so it can come back to you. Life is a boomerang. You understand? Peace.